Hello everyone, Anonymous Alligator, back again. So, we're going to be looking at version, 1.5 of the box, or the portable repeater. Okay, let me turn this one down. And yeah, we're going to be looking at this soon, by the way. It's going to be a separate video though. So, is it zoomed in? Shouldn't be zoomed in. That's stupid. Okay, whatever. Alright, so right off the bat, as you can probably see, a few things moved around. Last time I had the MTM 800 here. Now I've moved the Signal Link Raspberry Pi down to where it used to be. I might move those over. Just kind of, I don't know if you can see it in there. Probably not, but right in there's kind of a dead space, so I can probably move that Pi in there, move the Signal Link closer to it, bunch those wires up like I did here, kind of in the center, and I might be able to fit a second radio here. Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I might just put some batteries here, just so I have a little bit of a off-grid capabilities. Not a humongous amount, but enough to run it for like maybe a few hours. So fan still sketchy as always. I've got a plan for that soon. That will be changing. This power supply is also going to be changing from a nice Astron desktop to a actual like power supply that's meant, kind of the cheaper Chinese ones that are actually meant for stuff like this instead of a desktop power supply inside of a case like this. So I'll actually have a smaller, it'll be smaller. It won't be ridiculously, I think that one's rated for at least 4 times what these actually do. So plus I'll have the Raspberry Pi running off the power supply instead of having its own separate cable. So whenever I do that, I'll be replacing the fan as well, adding a grill to this so there's actually pass through between the layers instead of the small crack. So as usual, we've got the controlled cable that's not going to be in use realistically. Actually, I'm going to be disconnecting that soon because I've got another I've got an SRG. It's either an SRG or SRM 3500 I'm going to be putting in my car, so I'm going to be stealing the color control console, or the superior color console. There you go, for that. So then we got the data that's now been disconnected from the Pi. It's now just sitting here for ease of programming. Then we have the power and other accessories right there, and then we've got the B and C connector. Raspberry Pi with Signal Link and FDTI cables plugged in. Signal Link, same cable as the MTM 800. All that now runs upstairs to, let me scoot this over. Let me put it back in and I'll be right with you. Alright, as I was saying, now runs all upstairs to the back of this MTM 800E. I've replaced it for the E model, so I've got a Motorola radio doing all the data stuff, as that's what the software I'm using for linking and stuff is all built around for whatever reason. The Superior radio, we were just trying to see if that was the issue. Doesn't seem like that's entirely the case, but I've been meaning to do it anyways. Got this one from cheap from a guy in Arizona. He wasn't able to program it. I am, so I have a case for it. Let's turn that down a little bit. There you go. So it's got a nice little display on it. I was using it at my desk for a little bit before I moved it here. As usual, the setup for it, it's going to be as all the link radio, the data radios will be 9999. I don't think it's no phone number in it because it won't be doing that. Got it upgraded, not entirely to the max. I need to find the clear firmware for 5.15 I think it's 1 or 5 or whatever, F. Since this one does not have a UCM in it, I can't run the TEA firmware without it complaining. So, yeah, there you go. This takes messages in and spits it right out the back using this FDTI cable that I've kind of just jumpered into, and sends it down to the Pi. So if I were to
Uniform, whiskey, uniform.
Let's see here. Status, send, report to 9999. It's going to queue it, waiting for the... It's not been sent.
Meta information. Kilo, Alpha, uniform, Sierra, airport.
And that's all being sent from
153.170
this radio.
At 12 knots. Visibility.
So now if I were to actually press the end button, yep, so that's all being done from this radio now. The repeater is now just acting as a repeater, so this control head for it doesn't really need to be there. It'll be one less wire coming out of this thing. I finally got the right drill bit size for these, so I'm going to be putting them... Well, now this one really doesn't need it. This is just kind of here because I still have it. But the repeater one is probably going to be coming up somewhere right here. So...
Deactivating meta information.
There you go. And then, as I said, power supply. The one I've got for this is about half the size, so I'll actually have a bunch more space in here. Probably for more cooling fans. It actually doesn't get hot. I constantly run it with the lid shut, and then actually a Saber charger on top of it. And as you can see, it's not a lot of ventilation. And the repeater, even whenever I have it doing like heavy use, as I actually had it under near constant load for a month for testing. Yeah, no, it did not get toasty in here at all, not even the link radio, so it's doing quite well. Yeah, just let me know if you have any questions, or if you want to know how to build this, or if you want to pay me to build you one, just let me know in the comments below. Thank you. See you again.